Hey there, it's December 21st, the first day of winter, and we're doing Proverbs 21. Over here, we'll get into it. Adonai weighs the heart. Right. A king's heart is like a stream of water in the hand of Adonai. He directs it wherever he wants. Watch, there's a Luke of this tree of life version put together by the Messianic Jewish endeavor to take the entire Bible and put it as one story. And it's one of the few I've seen where the Old Testament, the notes actually point to verses in the New Testament. It's very interesting. Anyways, yeah. The king's heart is like a stream of water in the hand of Adonai. He directs it wherever he wants. Right. Now it says all rulers are put in place by God, some to be benevolent, some to teach the people a lesson. It makes you wonder, right? Okay, verse 2. All a man's ways seem right in his own eyes, but Adonai weighs the heart. You get that? You think you're right. Some of these big time preachers today think they're right, but God weighs the heart and knows what they're truly after. I won't say what that is. Could be anything. 3, to do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to Adonai than sacrifice. Right. To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable than sacrifice. Okay. 4, haughty eyes and a proud heart. The lamp of the wicked is sin. Okay? The lamp is your human spirit, and it is sin. If you have haughty eyes and a proud heart, we're looking down on other people. We shouldn't look down on anybody, right? We're all made in God's image. 5, plans of the diligent surely lead to gain, but all who are hasty come only to loss. Right? Get rich quick schemes never come to fruition. Okay. See, we highlight that? Yeah, we should. Why not? We can talk about it again, right? Getting treasures by a lying tongue is like a fleeting vapor for those who seek death. All right? Getting treasures by a lying tongue. Lots of people are crooked and do just that. Okay, a new section. Violence and ruin of the wicked. We're all waiting for this, right? The violence of the wicked sweeps them away because they refuse to act justly. It's coming quickly. The way of the guilty is crooked, and the conduct of the pure is upright. I got that? Are you pure? What do you think? It is better to live on a corner of a roof than in a house shared with a quarrelsome wife. As Solomon wrote these, he had 700 wives, so I would imagine one of them was always quarrelsome. Right? You can't pay enough attention to 700 wives and 300 concubines or girlfriends. You can't do it. 10, a wicked soul craves evil. His neighbor finds no favor in his eyes. A wicked soul craves evil. This is true. 11, when a mocker is punished, the naive become wise. When a wise person is instructed, he gains knowledge. Now, we've read this same sentence worded differently about 4 different times already. Okay? When a mocker is punished, the naive become wise. Right? When there's a group of people doing really stupid stuff and one of them gets taken out, the other ones learn a lesson and they stop doing that. When a wise person is instructed, he gains knowledge. He puts that in his vast library of knowledge. 12, the righteous one considers the house of the wicked, throwing the wicked down to their ruin. righteous one considers. It says over here, teacheth the house of the wicked, but God overthroweth the wicked for their evil. This says God does. Though the godly admonish them both by words and example of life, yet the wicked will not amend till God destroys them. Okay, it says God overthrows them. As the righteous one considers the house. Maybe they're talking about the righteous one being God or Adonai. Could be. It's not capitalized. Interesting. It says it differently. Huh? 13. Whoever shuts his ears to the cry of the poor will also cry out and not be answered. Get that? If you don't help the poor, if you don't have compassion for the poor, when it's your turn, you will not get any help. It says it right there. 14. The gift in secret soothes anger, and a bribe given secretly fierce rage. Now this goes on everywhere, right? Especially in governments all over the world. And you know the people who are paying for most of their bribes because they're household names, right? We won't say them on here because there are machines and computers in place that look for certain words, and if they hear that word, they'll just automatically ban your video. So we won't say those words, right? But this is very true. 15. Doing justice brings joy to the righteous and terror to those who do evil. Right? This is going on right now. There's lots of justice being done, and the evil people are terrified. Okay? And you look at whoever's screaming, and those are the ones who are doing evil and are terrified. Okay. 16. Whoever strays from the path of wisdom ends up in the congregation of the dead. Get that? Strays from the path of wisdom. Let's not do that. Whoever loves pleasure becomes poor. Whoever loves wine and oil will not be rich. Right? You are rich when you are satisfied and you have enough and you realize that what you have is enough. Okay? And that's when you're rich. Not when you get millions and millions of dollars, because then it'll never be enough. Right? It will never be enough. We're going to highlight that. Enough. When you have enough, you are rich. Okay? 18. The wicked is a ransom for the righteous, and the faithless for the upright. Now, I studied this in depth at one time. God shall cause that to fall on their own heads, which they intended against the just, by delivering the just and putting the wicked in their places. Yeah. The wicked shall be a ransom for the just, for the righteous. Okay? God will use their riches and their stuff against them. And it will sooner or later end up in the hands of the righteous. Okay? Everything the wicked has will at some point end up in the hands of righteous people. It says it right there in the Bible. Yeah. Here's another one. It's better to live in a desert land than with a quarrelsome, worrisome wife. Okay, says Solomon with his 700 wives. Right. 20. Precious treasure and oil are in a wise person's dwelling, but a foolish person devours all he has. Right. The people that they get $1, they spend $1, right? That's just the way it is. Foolish people. 21. Whoever pursues righteousness and mercy finds life, prosperity, and honor. Get that? Life, prosperity, and honor. Pursue righteousness and mercy. And it says over here too, righteousness and mercy. So, there you have it. Pursue righteousness and mercy. That means following the Lord, fearing the Lord. Right? That's how you become a seeker of righteousness. Pursue righteousness. 22, a wise person scales the city of warriors and brings down the stronghold in which they trust. Brains over bronze, right? A wise person is always stronger than the strongest warrior. That's why all these warriors are usually led by a wise person who is not a big, fierce warrior, but he's the one with the wisdom. Whoever guards his mouth and tongue keeps his soul out of trouble. Right. Keep your mouth shut. That's the easiest thing to keep your soul out of trouble. Keep your mouth shut. Just listen. 24, a proud and haughty man. Mocker is his name. Acts with overbearing pride. Proud, haughty, and scornful is his name that worketh in his arrogancy wrath. Right. 1599. This is like 2018 over here. Proud, haughty, mocking, conceited, arrogant. Right. It's all the type of person God finds abominable and detestable. 25, a slacker's craving will kill him because his hands refuse to work. All day long he craves greedily, yet the righteous one gives and does not hold back. This is all together, right? A slacker's craving will kill him because his hands refuse to work. All right? Just want. All day long he craves greedily, yet the righteous one gives and does not hold back. That's true. 27, the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he brings it with evil intent? And there are some philanthropists, we call them today, out there pretending they do good things when it's only for evil intent. They're secretly trying to kill everybody. And they're out there. We won't mention any names because, we did that once and the video got banned and I had to go and edit that part out so I could load it back up. So we won't do that again. And it was over the same verse, I think. All right, 21, 27. 28, a false witness will perish, but a man who hears will speak forever. Got that? How do you hear? Keep your mouth shut, right? 29, a wicked man puts on a bold face, but the upright man considers his ways. Right. Puts on a bold face. People do that. There are these kids trying to look tough, taking pictures of themselves with things in their hands like this, going, I'm bad, I'm mean, I'm tough. Right? Upright, don't do that. Okay? It's all fake. Right? 30, there is no wisdom, there is no understanding, there is no counsel against Adonai. Right. No counsel against Adonai. No wisdom, no understanding, no counsel goes against God, Adonai. Right? Remember that. Nothing against God. Okay? If somebody's talking against God, they are wrong. Just simply the kind of person you want to ignore and get away from. Okay? And 31. This was the last verse in another chapter 2. A horse is prepared for the day of battle, but victory comes from Adonai. Okay? We've read that before. So there you go. That's 21. What are the highlights here? All a man's ways seem right in his own eyes, but Adonai weighs the heart. Right. What are your true motives? Okay, what are your true motives? Because God knows, okay? If you're only doing something to get back something else, think about that. And 5, highlight it. Plans of the diligent surely lead to gain, but all who are hasty come only to loss. Right? You jump to something with that. planning it out first. Don't be hasty, okay? If you're going to start a business, spend about a month writing a business plan and go to business people that are doing that, because they will be glad to give you good advice on what to do and what not to do, right? You want to learn that stuff. Plans of the diligent. We can highlight it 14, because it goes on. A gift in secret soothes anger, and a bribe given secretly fierce rage. Right. There's lots of this going on. Okay, bribes everywhere. It should be illegal. In some instances it is, but they can easily get around that, right? Especially when the people taking the bribes are the ones making and enforcing the laws. What do you do? Highlight of 17, whoever loves pleasure becomes poor. Whoever loves wine and oil will not be rich, right? If you love living high and expensive things, you want people you don't know to look at you and go, ooh, ah, when nobody, as soon as you turn the corner, they're going to forget you ever existed. But you impress them for a second, boy, there you go. You will not be rich. People like that will never be rich, okay? Whoever loves pleasure will become poor. Highlighted 21, whoever pursues righteousness and mercy finds life, prosperity, and honor. Okay? Verses over here, whoever loves pleasure will become poor. Whoever loves wine and oil will not be rich. Right? Whoever pursues righteousness and mercy finds life, prosperity. Okay? That's enough, and honor. Right? Those two go together. And whoever guards his mouth and tongue keeps his soul out of troubles. Keep your mouth shut. Guard your mouth. Guard your tongue. Keep them shut. Don't say anything. Okay? Will keep you out of trouble. Okay? And the ultimate, there is no wisdom, there is no understanding, there is no counsel against Adonai, God, the Lord, Yahweh. None. If anybody speaking against God, they are wrong, and you need to get away from them. Okay? It's just that simple. So, there's 21. Lots of good stuff in there, right? So, and on our Through the Bible in a Year, our other video series, we are on, I believe, day 356. I'll have to check and make sure. 356. And today we're working through Hebrews. It's going to take 2 or 3 days. Hebrews is a bigger book, so whoever wrote it, we're not sure who wrote Hebrews, but somebody did. And they were very good at preaching because they used lots of Old Testament, passages and stuff in this letter. So pretty interesting. Stay tuned for that later. And give us a like if you think about it. But till later, we'll do it again. See ya.